This afternoon we are celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Convention of the Rights of the Child, which is, as you may know, the most widely recognized international treaty accepted by the 194 countries around the world. Belize is one of them. In fact, Belize was the fifth country in the world to ratify the convention. What we have presented today is a series of information and statistics to answer one of the key questions we raised this afternoon. Is the world a better place for children?
This event was organized in partnership with the European Union, and what we did was to invite partners from all over Belize, ministry partners, NGOs, different organizations that we work with, but also friends of children, as we call it, to together celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Convention on the Rights of the Child. What we did was to look at how Belize has been doing over the past 25 years, what are the challenges that we're faced with, and what do we have to focus more on in our work.
As of 2012, corporal punishment in schools is unlawful in 117 countries around the world. I am sure everyone is asking and wondering, so how about Belize? How Belize protected its children in this past 25 years? Well, let's see it.
One of the main parts of today's event was the launch of a video that we recently produced. And the video is a way of showing data in a fun and interactive way, because it's an animation of children running through Belize, facing the different obstacles and looking at the different progress and data and challenges that they're faced with in their everyday lives. And in the end of this video, they are reunited with their parents and caretakers. So the message this video sends us is that we have to keep on working over the coming 25 years for the protection, development, and survival of all children.
The NCFC repledges its full commitment and support in ensuring that every household in Belize understands and knows about children's rights, including their right to protection of all forms of violence, including the right to education and rights to access and living fulfilled by those rights.
Within that framework of advocating, we have what I call the Bible of the NCFC, which is the National Plan of Action for Children and Adolescents. We have a good relationship, very strong relationship with UNICEF. I call it the perfect marriage between NCFC and UNICEF. We also work with the Special Envoy for Women and Children, and we work with the various NGOs, particularly those that are aligned with the needs of children.
I love about Belize, the plants, the trees, and the animals.
Different ethnic groups, the wonderful sea, and the different wonderful animals that Belize has.
I love high school, and I love to play chess.
I was born in Belize, and I love the different ethnic groups.
Children have a great need, and we as adults and those that brought them here into this world have an obligation to them.
If we ask ourselves, is Belize a better place for children? I think we can safely say that the answer is yes. We have come a long way in 25 years, but as is always the case, complete compliance with the CRC is very much a work in progress.
The most difficult thing about Belize is the violence and the young people like myself partake in this kind of illegal activities and stuff like that.
It's the violence, too much violence.
I don't like the thief, the killings, and the murder.
Children are not usually heard, children are not usually participating, but we believe that children have something to say. We believe that children have the right to express what are their concerns, what are those issues that are affecting them. We also need to make sure the government and the civil society and the families listen to them.
Most civil society organizations use a community-based model, which means that when we go to work in the communities, we first meet with the stakeholders, parents, the children themselves, and we capture their voices. We want to know what's happening in your community. What are the things that you are seeing that need to be addressed? And then we bring our programs, the initiatives that we have, to the community to say, okay, these are some of the issues that we can address, and these are some of the things that we do. Which ones do you feel are most applicable to your reality and to your situation?
In that sense, what we have provided is a voice. You have seen some videos, children expressing what they think are the main concerns, and also what are their vision of the future. What do they want to see Belize in 10 years from now, 5 years from now, etc.
I want to be in the future a lawyer because I want to fight for my country.
I want to be a fireman because I want to protect people that are in the burning houses. I would want to be a heart doctor.
Be a successful business owner in the future and to help this economy grow.
My priority as Special Envoy for Women and Children is ensuring that our children live a very productive life, that our children are healthy, that our children are positive, have positive influences in their lives. This is so very important for us to have productive citizens in the future.
Also in partnership with the government of Belize, UNICEF promotes legislative and policy reforms to turn ideas into reality.
We have partnered with UNICEF, the Supreme Court, to try to deliver some improvements in the justice system in relation to juveniles. One initiative that we have is that we are trying to build 2 model courts in Belize. The object is to have a child-friendly space, a space that's devoted to children and families, a space that's not intimidating. And that way we think we can deliver justice better, not only for children who are in conflict with the law, but also children who are victims of crime, and children who are in family situations and in turn are equally victims. We are trying to introduce legislation to provide for video links so that children do not have to be in the courtroom and they can give their evidence from a remote location, and that would spare them the horrors of telling their story over and over and over again.
I would like to become an attorney, and basically attorneys do make a lot of money, so I would fund high schools and other educational institutions, and by doing that we will develop more productive citizens of Belize, so our country will definitely be better.
So we've been doing a lot in terms of early childhood development. We are presently working with the ministries in developing a strategic plan to look at the different ministries, the different services that are being offered, so that there can be much more done for children of Belize.
With respect to children, investment in their full development is not just a right, it's an obligation to every society. Thanks to UNICEF's strong advocacy, we have all heard of the benefits of early childhood development. The same extends to adolescent and youth development. There are political, economic, and social benefits for the Belizean society and for development as a whole to ensure that young people can become productive citizens. Investing in children is economically profitable, politically sensible, and morally right. It is also legally mandatory under Article 4 of the Convention. So today we celebrate the Convention on the Rights of the Children, and it is the most appropriate time to reflect and analyze where Belize has come from and where we're going in relation to children's rights.
So the work really continues. It's a work in progress, and we have to stay on top of it, and we have to make sure that our children come first.